What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Black, STEVEE, the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my Super Bowl 53 predictions video. Patriots, Rams. Patriots, Rams. I can't get excited. I have to be honest with you. I really could care less who wins. I don't like either team. And I guess it's just frustration. You can call it maybe a little bit of jealousy, because I think we're better than the Rams. I mean, in the Sean McVay era, the genius Sean of McVay, we've beaten him twice, right? And then obviously we beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl last year. So we've beaten both of these teams, right? So I'm just sitting here, I'm just going, and I know I said, and I was saying it all off season, I was saying it at the beginning of the season, I didn't think we were going to go to the Super Bowl this year. But there are a lot of things I thought, and the Eagles proved me wrong. Like, I thought we were going to have a terrible year after, like, midway through the season, and the Eagles came and saved the season, and we made it to the playoffs, and by the time we got to the Saints game, I'm thinking, okay, man, we beat the #1 defense in Chicago. Man, if we can just beat the Saints, I think we might be able to beat the Rams, and then we'll be in the Super Bowl, and oh, man, all this and that, but, obviously, it didn't go that way. But, Patriots and Rams. Patriots and Rams. It sucks, it's just, we beat the Patriots last year, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is it, they're done. And then they come back, and it just sucks, because we beat them last year, and here they are back at it again. I mean, it's crazy, but it speaks to how great of a team that they have, how great of a coach Bill Belichick is, how Tom Brady is undoubtedly the GOAT, and everything like that. It's just crazy, man. But, I mean, this game has no story. It really doesn't. I mean, what's the story? I mean, greatest coach of all time against the next generation of coaches? Is it Tom Brady trying to make history and get his 6th ring? Like, is it old school versus new school? Like, what's the story here? Because really, honestly, like I said, this Super Bowl does not excite me. It's boring. And I'm not just saying that because the Eagles aren't in. I mean, literally, there's no story. Like, for instance, if it was the Saints, I keep saying the Saints. If it was the Chiefs and the Rams, there's history there. Oh, remember that great Monday night game where it was 54-51? Remember that game? Oh, man, we've been waiting for this rematch, bro. This is it. That's the story. If it's Chiefs versus Saints, we're talking two high-powered offenses going at it. Who can outscore who? Whose defenses can come up big time and put a stop to the other's offense? Like, that's a game. That's a storyline. But old school versus new school, who cares, bro? Brady trying to make history, who cares? Like, if you look at these past couple of Super Bowls, there were stories behind them. Like last year, for the Eagles, it was the underdog, embracing that underdog role and the dog mask and everything. And by the way, the Patriots embracing that whole underdog role, that's really stupid. It's not that nobody doesn't believe in you, because everyone believes in you. Everybody recognizes Bill Belichick as the greatest coach of all time. Everybody recognizes Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback of all time, maybe the greatest football player of all time, him breaking records left and right. The problem is no one doesn't believe in you. That's not the problem. The problem is we just don't want to see you no more. I mean, it's just, I don't have any hate for the Patriots or Tom Brady. I'm like astounded that they're doing all of this. It's more of just we beat them last year and they're back and we're not. That's the only thing. Because in that game, it proved to me that we're better than them, or we were the better team that day, right? And so, but I mean, so that whole underdog thing, stop it. Nobody thinks you're the underdog, so stop it. It's more of just Patriots fatigue. That's what it is. It's not lack of belief. Come on. Anyway, yeah, so last year, the Eagles in the underdog role, and Carson Wentz went down in, what was it, week 14, 15? Oh, man, how the Eagles, they were a Super Bowl team. There's no way they're done. They got Nick Foles. They're done. And then, you know, even if you didn't want to do that story, you could say this game has history. Remember when the Patriots became a dynasty? Who they beat? They beat the Eagles. Now the Patriots can make history yet again against the Eagles. If they beat the Eagles, Tom Brady becomes a 6-time Super Bowl champion. The Patriots tie the record for most Super Bowl wins in a franchise. Like, that's a game. That's history. That's a storyline. You know, the Super Bowl 51 before that, there was really no storyline there. It was just more of the Atlanta Falcons' high-powered offense. I don't remember if the Patriots were anything special that year, but I just remember it was the Atlanta's high-powered offense, whatever. The year before that, Super Bowl 50, that was a storyline. Peyton Manning, everyone knew it was Peyton Manning's last game, whether he won or not. It was, the storyline was, could Peyton ride off into the sunset? Because remember, Peyton did not have a very good year that year. I believe he had like 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions, and plus he was coming off of an injury. So you remember, it's just the Broncos he was all over the place. So you knew he was going to retire. And then you had the great and the dabbing of Cam Newton and their great defense. So, you know, could Peyton Manning ride off into the sunset, or was the great power of the Cam Newton and the Panthers, could that overcome them? You know, and I said the Broncos are going to win. I feel like the Broncos defense is better than the Panthers defense, and Lord and behold, I was right. Peyton Manning wins, he retires, he goes off into the sunset, and that's it. That's it. Storyline. You go to the Super Bowl before that, Super Bowl 49. Patriots haven't won a Super Bowl in 10 years, going against the Legion of Boom. Is this the new dynasty? This is their back-to-back Super Bowls. Could they become back-to-back Super Bowl champions? Is this the new dynasty? Or is the old dynasty, the old guard, are they still there? You know, that was Tom Brady against the Legion of Boom. That is a story. Then you go to the Super Bowl before that, Super Bowl 48, the top-ranked offense against the top-ranked defense. That's a story. You go to the Super Bowl before that, it's the Baltimore Ravens against the 49ers, the Harbaugh brothers taking on each other. That's a story. You can even go a year before that to the Super Bowl, what was it, 47, I believe it was? Was that, what Super Bowl was that? Was that, I believe that was, what was that Super Bowl? Was that Packers and, no. I believe, no, the one before that was Giants and Patriots. Could the Giants do it again? Or are the Patriots going to get their revenge? Like, storylines, man. There is no storyline in this Super Bowl. It's boring. Who cares? Am I going to watch? Yeah, I'm going to watch. But it's still boring. It's boring. Who cares? Like, man. So, anyway, I got the Patriots winning. I had 2 weeks to think about this, man. And I felt that they were pretty evenly matched on both sides. Defense, they both had great defenses. You know, going into the playoffs, neither of their team's defenses were playing well, and then both of them during these playoffs, they have stepped up. They have stepped up, really stepped up. So I feel like they both have great defenses. I feel like they obviously both have great offense, although, you know, New England has lesser weapons or less talented weapons than the Rams. They're the Patriots. They figure out a way to make it work with Gronk, Edelman, Brady, everything. They both got great running games with Sony Michel and James White and Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson. They both got great offensive line. They both got great coaches. So what's the difference maker? What's the one thing that tips more than the other? And that's the quarterback. We're talking about Tom Brady, the GOAT, or we're talking about third-year quarterback Jared Goff. And at the end of the day, I gotta give it to the Patriots because Tom Brady has that edge. Now, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, Nick Foles was clear above the MVP. He was the obvious MVP, right? But I think we're undermining what Brandon Graham did. Because while I was watching that AFC Championship game and the Chiefs had scored, and there was about little over 2 minutes left, I'm sitting here and I'm going, they left a lot of time on the clock. And I'm sitting here, I'm going, somebody has to step up and be Brandon Graham right now. Somebody has to step up and make a play. Because if they don't, Tom Brady, which he did, went down the field, scored a touchdown. So I'm just like, man, if it wasn't for Brandon Graham, I don't know, we would be Super Bowl champs. But, because that's how great Tom Brady is. That's why he is the GOAT. But anyway, so because he's Tom Brady, I give the edge to the Patriots. Like I said, it really doesn't matter to me who wins. I mean, if Brady wins and he becomes a 6-time champion, congrats to you, whatever. Or if the Rams win, you know, then they got their second Super Bowl, congrats to you, whatever. You know, I could care less about who wins. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't really have a score, but it's whatever, you know. So I'm picking the Patriots, but if the Rams win, I will not be surprised. If you want to ask me the keys to the Rams winning, look no further than the Giants when they beat the Patriots twice. What was the interior pressure? You got to get to Tom Brady, you got to put a hat on him, or you got to force turnovers like we did. And the Rams have that to do. You know, they got Aaron Donald. They're probably going to double team him. They've got Ndamukong Suh, so he's got to step up. They might double team him, which means the outside pass rushers they've got to be the ones to step up. You know, they got to get that pressure on the. If you want to go offense, it's going to come down to Jared Goff. It's going to come down to Jared Goff. What I've been saying throughout these players, if you have a great offense, if you got a great defense, if you got a great running game, that's great. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna win the game, you gotta have great play from the quarterback, which is why I was so obvious that we were gonna beat the Bears, because it would have to come down to Mitchell Trubisky. And like I said, he did enough to win the game. It's just you blocked the field goal. But regardless, it's got to come down to Jared Goff. Can Jared Goff make the plays when they need to be made? And then, you know, on offense, Brady's just got to get the ball out quick. You know, they keep doing what they're doing, and if they've done these playoffs, then they're going to be the Super Bowl champions. So, but, I mean, just all this stuff, man, that's happening this week, man, it's bringing back so many memories, man. It's just, I remember last year, all the Facebook memories coming back saying, oh man, I can't believe we're one game away from the Super Bowl. I can't believe we just beat the Falcons. I can't believe we're one game away from the Super Bowl. I can't believe we're in the Super Bowl. We got one more win. We got a chance to avenge the loss. It's just, oh my God, all the memories, man. During that week, bro, I was so confident. Like, there was not a doubt in my mind that we were going to win the Super Bowl. Like, there was no doubt. I had not 1 ounce of doubt that we were going to win, right? And Addy, you know, who I bring up all the time on the show, he's like, bro, you know, Nick Foles has never had 2 great games back-to-back. And I'm like, so? I'm like, we got this, bro. He's like, but Bill Belichick's the GOAT. I'm like, he's got 2 weeks to prepare. And I'm like, so? We got this, bro. I'm like, and he's like, but Tom Brady, you know, he's the GOAT. He's the great. I'm like, bro, we got this. We're going to win. He was nervous. He wasn't so sure and everything. I'm like, bro, we got this. All the week, I remember I was confident. I remember, what was my last day of work? It was Thursday, the last Thursday before the game. And I remember I was walking out. It was like 6 or 7. And everyone at my job was like, all right, Steve, we're going to see you on Monday. And I'm like, bro, I'm going to come in Monday. And I came in Tuesday because I went to Disney for the parade. For the little mini parade at Disney and everything. But I was like, bro, next thing y'all see me, I'm going to be a Super Bowl champ, you know? So, yeah, I'm good, you know? So when I came in to work that Tuesday, everyone was like, yeah, man, when we saw the Eagles win, man, we were thinking about you because I was the only Eagles fan at work, you know? I was mostly surrounded by garbage Cowboy fans. But whatever. Yeah, I up until about a couple hours before, I remember I took a nap. But up until that point, man, I was confident. Then, you know, I got a little jitters, you know. I was nervous. Yeah, I was nervous. I was going to see my team in the Super Bowl. This was going to be it, man. And then even when the Patriots took the lead in the fourth quarter, and it was 33-32, I said, I'm confident we can still win this game. When it got to 4th down, I said I wasn't so sure about going for it, but Doug Peterson did, and we got it. And enough to that point, I'm like, we got this, bro. I knew we were gonna come away and we were gonna win. Even when Tom Brady got the ball back after the Zach Ertz touchdown, and Bill, everyone's like, oh, they left too much time on the clock. There's about 2:15 seconds left, and I'm saying, all we gotta do is make a play. Because remember, the 3 previous drives, it was touchdown, touchdown, touchdown for the Patriots. So I'm saying, bro, we got this. All we need to do on defense is somebody needs to make a play. I was calling the Eagles defense last year the clutchest defense in the NFL. Because whenever we needed a stop or we needed someone to make a play, someone did that. And I said, all we need is somebody to step up. And Lord and behold, it was Brandon Graham. So thank you, Brandon Graham. And then I remember the day after, me and my dad were so excited. I remember my grandmother called me because for whatever reason, she hates the Eagles. I don't really know why, but when we lost a couple weeks ago, she called and rubbed it in my face, you know. Then she always cheers for whoever's facing her. She doesn't have a specific team, but she just always roots against us. Something about we getting rid of T.O. or Deshaun Jackson or something like that. I don't know. And then, you know, the next day, you know, I went to Disney with my dad and all the Eagles fans were there. And it was so great because I'd never been around so many Eagles fans before, bro. And it was just us there to celebrate the MVP. That was Nick Foles, man. And it was so amazing. And then to see the parade on TV and everyone talking about how we did it. Man, last year, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing. And as I look at where we are right now, with Carson Wentz coming back, going to be 100% healthy, you know, I'm just thinking, if we get this man a real running back, if we get this man a good running game, and we get this man a speedy receiver, and if this offensive line can block, I'm just saying, man, we still have a chance to win the Super Bowl. We still are in that Super Bowl window. I believe we going to the Super Bowl next year in Miami. Now, if I'm going, I don't know. But I believe we can go there because I believe in my team. I believe in my quarterback. I believe in my GM. After this year, I have really no reason to doubt Doug Peterson because I was done. We were 4-6. We were 6-7. I was done. And then Doug Peterson somehow managed to grab these guys and say, we're not done yet. And he got them to the playoffs, and we were 2 minutes away until he decided to rush. But we were 2 minutes away from the NFC Championship game. And it's just, bruh. So, I believe we still got a Super Bowl window. But if we just put a few pieces in the right place, we're going back. I believe it. Figure out, like I've been saying, figure out a way to get Le'Veon Bell. Get this man Wentz a speedy receiver, bro. And I'm telling you, we're going back. We're going back. But I've been rambling on too much. It's been 18 minutes. So again, that's just my little trip down memory lane. But I got the Patriots winning. Like I said, I really don't care who wins. If it's the Patriots or the Rams, I'm going to watch. I'll be here Sunday night to break down the game. And then Monday morning, or whenever I decide to make it, if Sean McVay wins the Super Bowl, we could talk about who's a better coach between Doug Peterson and Sean McVay, because a lot of people seem to compare these two a lot, especially in the Eagles fandom and everything. And I'm gonna break it down. But if he doesn't win, we're still gonna talk about it. But either way, I'm done. That's about it. I've rambled on for too long. Patriots win. Really don't care if they don't win or if the Rams win. Check out my video I made the day before about The Undertaker and how WWE should end his career, I believe he should end his career. And so if you're not down with that, I've just got 3 words for you. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm sorry this video went on too long. Share, like this video. Share, like the Undertaker video that I made yesterday, the day before. Peace out, guys.